EpiLab is the sole DoD reference lab. We receive samples from all throughout the DoD. We take samples that would normally cost a lot on the civilian sector, and we do them in-house here at EpiLab to save the DoD money overall. We do all of the IMR testing for the Air Force, so we are able to make sure that our deployers get out the door because those tests are required for them to deploy. And then with the pandemic, I can't express how important EpiLab has been. Extremely flexible. It's been crazy since March, and it didn't really start slowly. We went from 0 to 100 really quick. So within 12 hours, we were stood up for 24-hour operations. EpiLab has tested around 25% of all the DoD cases. As of today, we've done 105,000 tests.
The days have been extremely long, to say the least. Getting so many samples in a day, trying to extract them all. We're trying to get a 48-hour turnaround time for patients to make sure that we can get them cleared and going and everything like that. Running 12-hour shifts at a 24-hour operation right now. It's been a lot of work. So the job I'm doing right now is the manual extraction for the COVID test. What we do is we get samples and we break it down to just the RNA sample, and then we put it with buffers and lysis, and we put it on an analyzer to see if we can get the two targets that show if it's COVID or not.
So I am the general supervisor over the automated molecular diagnostics section. So my job is to verify the performance of the high throughput COVID analyzer. When they hired me, I was going to be in charge of the gonorrhea chlamydia testing. Then the pandemic happened, and all of a sudden my job is coronavirus testing, and it's been really fast, a little bit stressful, getting everything up and running, getting the results verified so that they're precise and accurate. I was amazed to see that with EpiLab. I have worked in private sector laboratories for 10, 12 years, and coming here to the Air Force was a culture shock for me at first. I was just amazed that when the pandemic started, the Air Force was able to bring people from other sections and train them and get everybody, they call it getting spun up. That's really, it's like a whirlwind of information, and people just hit the ground running. They're running the testing, they know what they're doing. I'm so impressed by the Air Force and the EpiLab.
I'm just proud. I'm not only for what we've done for the DoD, but just for the technicians and the people that work in this lab. Just proud of them for being so flexible, just doing whatever needs to be done, and people are just going really out of their way to do whatever needs to be done to keep this mission going.
My team's fantastic. We have contractors and civilians working on the day shift, and then our night shifts. Our night shifts are the real stars. They're here from 8 p.m. to 8 in the morning, running samples all night long, just putting them on the analyzer and taking them off and certifying them for around the world.
I've heard that the work that we do and all the specimens that we get, they're clearing people to go back to work. They're keeping people safe. Maybe they didn't know they had coronavirus, and now they do, and they're able to stay home and protect other people. They're testing people who are going to go on deployment. So I think what I'm doing is far-reaching. It affects people's lives.